As we round out the year 2023, I want to talk to you guys about perspective, right? We had a powerful message in my church today, and it was about perspective. And my pastor said it perfectly. And I'm going to read you this. It says, your perspective reveals what you value, and what you revalue reveals your conviction in your life. So how do I apply this to reselling, right? A lot of people have made comments in the past few weeks about the business model that I run now, right? My conviction isn't to make as much money as I possibly can, right? My conviction is to live a life that glorifies and gives Jesus as much glory as possible. So therefore, that means that I can't focus solely on eBay, right? My vision can't be strictly eBay based. So what that means moving into 2024 is, if I don't make as much money on eBay next year as I did this year, I'm 1,000,000% okay with that, right? Because at the end of the day, money is not my motive, right? But there's a simple solution. If I get into the year, say I'm 6 months in the year, and I'm down drastically, and I get the feeling like, oh, well, I got to do something about this. There's a simple solution, guys. List more items, right? And if it doesn't get to the point to where I'm like making enough money to where things are being covered the way that I need them to, I can always list more items. I know that works. I've done that before, right? I grinded it out all year long. With that being said, perspective also, in my opinion, has to deal with who you're trying to please. Am I trying to get on here next year and make a bunch of videos to please you guys? Am I trying to get on here and make a bunch of videos as a flex? Not at all. So if I do make less money next year, as long as I'm still providing you guys value, showing you guys how to make some money, showing you guys how to, if you're a felon like me, how you don't have to work for someone else, then hey, that's still a dub in my book, right? Because that's what this channel is about. This channel is not to get on here and be like, hey, yo, I made like $250,000. You know, that's, if I do get to that point at some point in time, that'd be freaking fantastic. But that's not the goal. The goal is to get on here and show you guys that a guy with a checkered past that lived his life for Christ can get on here and make a decent living, and I don't have to worry about my record haunting me. I don't have to worry about my past haunting me. I don't have to worry about someone breathing down my neck telling me, oh, you piece of crap, you got to do this job this way and blah 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 because I'm your boss. I don't have to worry about that, and I want you guys to understand that you don't have to worry about that either. So eBay is a beautiful thing. Reselling in general is a beautiful thing. We find something someone deemed as trash and we repurpose it, give it a new home, and flip it for a profit. Plain and simple. So I want to show you guys some of the items that sold. I'm going to show you guys some of the items that are going out on both platforms and give you guys an idea of what you can sell to also do this, but really just share my perspective with you and how I'm going to round out this year of 2023. So right now it's Sunday, 2 o'clock, and we're at 34 orders going out for $977, and then we got 5 on Poshmark for probably not even $100, but those are the orders going out so far. Like I said, it is 2 o'clock. Probably going to have some more sales come in for the day, but it's also 2 o'clock and I'm only at $98 for the day. So don't have a lot of, you know, I'm not going to say I don't have hope, but I don't really see it coming to be a very high sales weekend. It just is what it is. It says 34 now. Yeah, 34. So I don't really see it getting much higher than where it's at. You know, hopefully I can finish the day out above $200. We'll just have to see what happens. I'm going to get to pulling these items and showing you guys what's sold. So we got a vintage USDA farmer's t-shirt. This is a men's extra large. It's sold for $10. Then we have here we got a vintage Cherokee sweatshirt. That is a men's medium, and it's sold for $12. Then we have a vintage Faded Glory corduroy t-shirt, or button-up shirt, I mean. That is a men's large, and that's sold for $20. Yes, vintage Faded Glory shirt sold for $20. This is, let's see here. This is Izod golf shorts, men's 42, sold for $15. Billabong women's hoodie, medium, sold for $12. Then we have Camp McDonald's shirt. I have another one of these. This sold for 30 bucks. It did take a while to sell. You see the number? I think it took about a year to sell, but hey, I'd hang on to another one for a year to sell it for 30 bucks. This is American Eagle vintage looking distressed hoodie, men's large, sold for 20 bucks on that. Got some Wrangler jeans, men's 4032. These sold for $15. So another thing I want to say about perspective and how you view things, right? You will focus on what you value the most in life. So if your job or your, career, or you making a bunch of money is your biggest value in life, you're going to hold that part of you to a certain standard, right? So your worth is going to be, how much money do I have? Or if your perspective is on how people view you, or you're a people pleaser, then your worth is going to be held in how people look at you, right? So therefore, with me like making YouTube videos about how to do eBay, I could hold my worth in what you guys think of me as an eBay seller. But how miserable would that make me, right? Because there's a lot of you guys out there that don't think very highly of me, and that's fine. There's a lot of you out there that think really highly of me, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, my worth is not in me being an eBay seller, me being an eBay YouTube reseller, or in making a bunch of money by doing it, right? So if I was to sit here and make these videos to then gain clout with you guys, or to have my worth be in how you guys identify me as, I'd be a miserable person. But at the end of the day, my worth is in how Jesus looks at me and what I do for his kingdom. So with that being said, yeah, I'm all about selling some stuff on eBay and making a good profit off of it, because that's how I got to pay my bills, right? But at the end of the day, I can't make content or run my business around the mindset of how you guys think I should do it. I'm just here to share the journey with you guys and hopefully provide value along the way. So what's your perspective of you as an individual and as a reseller? What do you think has been one of the biggest lessons you've learned over 2023? What are some of the biggest changes that you've made in your business in 2023? For me, it's to decide to not work 16-hour days anymore. I just don't get any joy out of that. But what I do get joy out of is making these videos for you guys and sharing the knowledge that I've gained over the time that I've gained it, and what lessons I've learned and how I plan to move forward. A lot of you guys know the method that I do, right? It's nothing special. It's nothing, drastic. It's a simple business model, right? And so with me being able to focus on picking up better items that sell for more money, that leaves me a lot more time to do other things. And at the end of the day, life is way too short to be slaving away on eBay, right? If you have family or if you have relationships that you're trying to build, how well can those relationships flourish if all you do is list items on eBay all day? And there's a lot of people out there that work long eBay days. How much joy do you have? How happy are you, in life overall? How fulfilled do you feel? And if you get a lot of fulfillment and you feel tons of joy of listing all day long and ignoring everything in your life, hey, do your thing. Me personally, I like to focus as much concentrated energy on eBay as possible, and then move on to another task that gives me joy or fulfills another purpose in my life. And so leave some of your feedback down below in the comment section. I'd really like to know what you guys have gotten out of 2023 and what you plan to do moving forward in 2024. All right, we got these BKE jeans. Guys, these things are straight bad condition. Well, I wouldn't say bad condition, but they're not in great condition. Holes in each pocket's like where the pocket started to tear. There's holes on the front. There's a hole in the crotch. These jeans still sell for 25 bucks. So it took quite a while to sell. I want to say about 9 months, but hey, still better than not selling. This is a Hoot and Hollers. It's some type of local band from Columbia, Missouri. Had that listed for about 8 months, and that sold for, it's a men's extra large or men's large. It sold for 15 bucks, and the BKE jeans are a men's 32-32. Then we got this Richmond sweater. I don't know where Richmond, probably Virginia, maybe Richmond University. That shirt was a medium and it sold for 19 bucks. Old Navy button-up shirt that sold for $15. It's a men's extra large. It's kind of like a thick, almost like shacket-esque button-up shirt. Gap khaki shorts. Men's 34. They sold for 13 bucks. Old Navy active top sold for $6.40. Banger. That's a women's extra large. And then we got these women's Lee jeans, size 6 petite, bootcut jeans. Those are a $15 sale right there as well. So with me listing lesser amounts of items, the goal has to be, in order to compensate, for me to pick items that have high ASP. There's no other way for me to succeed or make the money that I need to make doing volume of low dollar items, unless I do it at scale again. And I can't do that, right? I can't do volume 16-hour days again, not with everything that I got going on in life, and trying to have some balance of normalcy. eBay, the way that I want to do it, is the way that I'm doing it. 3 days a week, listings going up 7 days a week, 15 to 20 items a day, depends on what I find, for as much money as I could sell them for. Focus on other businesses to make more money. That's what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? What's your business model? How many items do you list a day? Do you list every day? Do you find joy in the work schedule that you have? Do you have work-life balance? I know people get burnt out a lot on eBay, doing 1 or 2 a day even. So let me know. I'd like to get a feel for what people really feel about eBay and how they feel like their work-life balance should be. Do they feel like they just need to slave away until they grow the business to a level where they want it at? Or do they feel like, do you guys feel like you get much more joy with the perspective of, this is not going to own me, but this is going to be a way that I make money? And then, share that with me, share that with others. If you guys are watching this video, read some of the comments and see what other people feel, and see if you're not alone. Because I felt like for the longest, man, I was alone in this. I was just some guy slaving away on eBay, doing all these listings. And, the only other person I knew that was doing it like that was Bo, right? Because a lot of people kept telling me, I can't relate to you doing 90 a day. That's just not something that I can relate to. But then when I switched back over to doing lower numbers of listings for high SP, people were like, I can't relate to you. I can't relate to doing this amount of work, in a day and getting these types of results. So, I understand that eBay is different for everyone, but that's why I was saying I can't do eBay the way that people want me to do it. I got to do eBay the way that I want to do it. Got this American Eagle women's small button-up hooded shirt. It's like a super crop top with a hood, and it's a flannel. Women's small, sold for 12 bucks. Got these Express jeans, men's 30-30, loose fit boot cut. Those sold for 20 bucks. Got this Lululemon top, women's extra small, sold for 12 bucks, just a racer back tank top. Then we got this, mostly evil Hot Topic shirt, women's medium, and that sold for $9.99. And so who's to say you can't make a bunch of money and be happy at the same time, right? Who's to say that you can't make money while helping others do better in life? Who's to say that you have to make money this one way, or that you have to work set amount of hours to make set amount of money? And so that's why, man, I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it, because it's what leads me to be the most focused and productive. For those 4 hours a day that I work, I get a boatload of work done, right? And then I can move on to the other tasks inside my day to help other people grow their businesses, like the Patreon or these YouTube videos that I put out to try to help you guys. These are what really give me joy, putting out content that helps people grow, working on the Patreon that helps people grow. So that's where a lot of focus is going to be at, in helping others, not necessarily just Patreon and YouTube, but in my personal life as well. Like today, for instance, I got a youth group thing at my church where we're trying to help the future adults of America, the future people that are going to be making decisions on how this country's ran, trying to help them focus on Christ, man. So we can probably have a better world. A lot of people don't believe in the way that I believe, and I'm 100% okay with that. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do or what not to do, but I'm here to show you some items that sold. So let me jump back into some of these items. Eddie Bauer cargo pants. Those are men's 3330. And they sold for $16. Then we got this Caslon thermal top, women's small. That sold for $16. Another pair of men's BKE jeans. These are in much better condition, size 32, but they still are thrashed as well. And those sold for $20. So we got this granny sweater from Croft and Barrel, no, Christopher Banks, and that sold for a best offer of $10. So I had a question from a subscriber of the channel, Red. She wants to know how to do or how to set up international shipping. So what I'm gonna do is show you guys real quick, for those of you that don't know, how to turn on international shipping and what I think the benefits of it are. So personally, right now, with the amount of sales that I get, I make about, on a good weekend, 10 to 15, or on a good week, 10 to 15 international sales a week. Nothing that's life-changing, you know what I mean? But still, it makes a difference in enough aspects to where I would recommend everyone do it. So let me go to my account settings and show you guys. So what you'll do is you'll go to your shipping preferences page in your account settings. Then you, right at the top, have this eBay international shipping option, right? So I'm enrolled, as you see right there. I'm enrolled, but you can opt out. I don't want to opt out, but if you are not opted in, you would press opt in right here, and that would enroll you into the international standard. Now what you can do is you can exclude places right here that you don't want to ship to, that have a reputation for being problematic. You can change those places right here. You can exclude them. You can set a cutoff time. My cutoff time is 5 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. This is how I offer same day shipping. I wake up at 6 o'clock every morning, so whatever is sold before 5 o'clock overnight goes out the same day. That's how I offer same day shipping to everyone. If you bought it at 6:01, you're beat. It's going out the next day. And then you can find all your shipping, anything to do with shipping preferences, in your shipping preferences page on your account settings. So like for me, I feel like it's helped me make a few little $1,000 extra in the year. I don't know how many sales I've had total that go out of the country, but I do feel that it's worth it for me, because eBay takes they take accountability. They're responsible for the products arriving to the buyer. Once you ship it out and it gets to the distribution hub, whatever the one is near you, mine is in Illinois. Once it gets there, it's in eBay's hands, and they take ownership of the item. If something happens to it from the time that they receive it, it's on eBay to refund the money. If you get a negative feedback on it, it's eBay's job to remove it, because they're the ones that have handled the item. And if someone says that they didn't get the package, that's on eBay. You've done your part. So that's what I personally like about shipping internationally. It takes a lot of the back and forth interactions with buyers getting mad at you over shipping prices and customs forms and items getting held up in customs. That's all on eBay. And for me, when I was doing eBay International Standard Delivery, where I was paying for the shipping labels, it was much more expensive, and it was always some type of hassle going on. So I feel like this is the way to go if you're going to sell internationally. Still happy to be seeing short selling. These are brand new with tags. Dickies Easy Reach Pocket. These are irregular. I don't know what the irregularity is in them, but I found like 5 pairs of them at the bins. Picked them all up. Those are a men's 34. Those are a men's 34, and they sold for a best offer of $17. Got a pair of these Filson salvage jeans that I showed you guys on a reel back in the day. These sold for a best offer of $150. Men's 36-34. This is a vintage Northern Reflections sweatpants, men's extra large. Those sold for $10. Vintage jerseys sweatshirt, blank, made in the USA, men's large, sold for $18. vintage Nike full zip hoodie. That is a men's large, and that's sold for 25 bucks. Got this Life is Good, kind of like a hooded t-shirt, not a sweatshirt. Women's extra large, that's sold for 20 bucks. Got this Seaside, Florida sweatshirt. This stuff is so expensive, brand new, guys. That is a men's medium, and that's sold for a best offer of 20 bucks. Then we got this vintage Nike hoodie with the little minimal swoosh on there, solid, and that's sold for 48 bucks. Such a reasonable offer, guys. I had this item listed for $50. Someone sent me a $48 offer. That is a men's large, and I gladly accepted that offer. $2 off, let's go. It's better than $2 on a $50 item. Got this new at Tag Sonoma small t-shirt, the heavyweight tee. That's a men's small, so for a best offer of $6. I do not recommend you pick up Sonoma. I picked it up a long time ago. That number on there is 7060. This item would have been listed for 70% off. I just took a best offer on it just to get it moved. Why hang on to it? And the last item going out on eBay is 8552. 8552. Okay, so that's going to be right here. 8552. Say men's polo shirt. It's a large. It's sold for 19 bucks. It's a long sleeve polo. And then we have another Christ Alone hoodie from my other YouTube channel, merch sell from my eBay store. Now that's all the eBay items. I do have some Poshmark items. Let me show you guys those. I've been listing only on Poshmark because the Macari store is still at the 200 item limit. So I had somebody ask me earlier if I would accept a $20 offer on there, or if I would take $20 on a pair of jeans. So I sent them the $20 offer and was like, yeah, offer sent, and they didn't buy it. So that would have been a potential second sell on Macari. Who knows, the day's young still, they could still buy it. But I'm gonna jump into these Poshmark orders, show you guys what's going out over there. If you guys are not using Poshmark, try the Vendu affiliate link down below. They delist on Poshmark, they delist on Macari, they delist on Depop. So you got a few platforms that you can choose from to start cross-listing and make some of this extra cash. And there's a 25% off link down below in the description. As for the unlimited plan, if you list a lot of items, you're going to save much more money doing it that way. Okay guys, rapid fire. We got a Nike Iowa State Cyclone shirt, men's small, sold for $8. Silver jeans, women's 32, 33. Bootcut jeans, those are $18 right there. Then we have a Champion shirt. This is a boys extra large. Tulane. I don't know where that's actually located. So for $5 on a best offer. This is a pair of Tory jeans, women's 18S skinny jeans. Those sold for 15 bucks. Then we have a Life is Good, or to Positivities actually. Want to be like Life is Good t-shirt. That's sold for $6. That's a men's small. So those are the rest of the items, guys. With everything being the way that it is inside reselling right now, you can get discouraged or you can take action. You can pick up good items and leave the trash behind. If you know you're picking up garbage items, do yourself a favor. Stop picking up garbage items. You don't need to have, it's like not necessary for you to pick those items up, right? You're only hurting yourself. It's like going to the gym with a workout partner, and your workout partner is going super hard, getting all the reps in, doing everything with proper form. His workout isn't going to get you swole. So don't put garbage in your items. Get in there, do the work, pick the right items up, list them correctly, and you'll make the good sales. Some days you're going to have slow days of sales. Some days you're going to have astronomical days of sales. You got to look at everything on an average, right? If you're having monumental bad days all in a row, there's probably something going on. If you're having spikes of really, really incredible days with a following of a bad day, then they start like roller coasting up and down, it's probably not your fault. It's probably just eBay. With that being said, if you guys do need coaching, you need help to try to figure out, troubleshoot what's going on. Is it your items? Is it your titles? Is it your pricing? Is it just that you're putting garbage in your store? Holler at Bo Johnson and myself. We run a Patreon where you show you guys how to make 6 figures in your reselling business. There's a 7-day free trial link down below in the description. You guys can try this out. And if it's not for you, hey, we did the best we could. But with that being said, that's going to do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.